Hi everybody, today I'm filming a short video for those who likes to build something in order to fly virtually to somewhere. The conversation here is about that I was faced with a problem when I need to video capture the several PC screens from my system. So now there are different sources in my systems that must be captured. One of them is the main camera with all this hardware like that, and the second one is the overhead panel as capturing of the computer screen. Third one is a CDU face. Fourth is PFD, ND, ACAS instrumental displays, and the fifth source is a movie map software. Will also be interested in some flights moments. As I had noticed, not so easy to make capturing several screens, especially if there is not only one video adapter in the computer. I have two graphic cards now in my system, and I was trying to make a system with two NVIDIA graphics cards. My primary video adapter works in NVIDIA surround mode, which provides the main external graphics. So I'm having problems with this. Some bugs and driver conflicts began to appear between these two cards, and then I refused this idea and get the AMD card instead of my secondary NVIDIA adapter. I need it for a single purpose, to make output to the screen of the flight instrument panels, PFD, ND, ACAS and First Officer ND, which shows me the four main instrument panels. Right one is still changing to the lower screen to see flight controls, checks or engine parameters. Here, in order for it to work all this, I put all known OBS Studio and set it to capture overhead screen with all additional windows on that monitor. But still there is a problem to work properly. Maybe this due to I have a different resolutions at all my monitors. Maybe because AMD card is poor and not very expensive. There is HD6570 is installed now. Then I would decide to stop at the version of the hardware. AverMedia LGP Lite was my choice. Unfortunately, when I have installed AverMedia hardware, I've got another problem. That is the essence of this problem. As I've said earlier, my monitors have different resolutions. Overhead monitor is Full HD, external screens is NVIDIA surround mode having 5040 points, and lower monitor initially have resolution 1600 to 900. Now I'm also set it to Full HD, but I didn't solve the problem yet. So have a look what happens. From the beginning, it is assumed that the connection scheme of the AverMedia LGP is in parallel mode. AverMedia connects to duplicate screens. But the problem is that I'll show you now. If I try to open any window, for example this one, and drag it to my main screen, from my main screen to the lower monitor that powered by AMD video adapter. Since monitors have different resolutions, surround monitor I have in 1600 per each monitor, and the lower is Full HD. So when I dragged the window to the lower screen, the apparent size is getting smaller due to resolution remapping. But it does not change the dynamic size, does not change its scale in the progress of movement, and it still be constant during moving process. When using AverMedia LGP Lite and Parallel mode, known as a clone mode, some kind of wonders happens. When you drag the window to this monitor up to the middle line, it has one size, and just past the middle line of the dragging window immediately changed its size at this monitor, as it was immediately switched to the lower resolution. Panel's appearance became have bad layouts, cropping, and etc. That's not usable at all. So, cause of that, I plugged AverMedia card to another mode. Now HDMI from the main PC is plugged to HDMI in, and from the out connector coming to the monitor. In this case, everything works good, except one important issue. Make a look. Opening screen's resolution dialog. Monitor, since there are different resolutions at all three monitors out there. Screen number 1 is a Full HD screen. The second screen is a NVIDIA surround screen. It have 5040 pixels, and the third is AverMedia LGP capture device, and it's Full HD too. Switch to advanced settings and see that this monitor set to 50 Hz frequency. Another screens have 60 Hz for the first, and 59 Hz is the set for NVIDIA surround monitors. It's due to surround mode specification, I think. But again, the lower screen is set to 50 Hz, and so if the frequency profile here will be set to 60 Hz, nothing going to work properly. The screen has strange purple borders, unusable areas, and etc. I think the reason is the AverMedia drivers, or maybe it's the problem with the software. Be sure, if you will make this in your installations, this monitor that has plugged to AverMedia card must support different frequency repainting profiles. Then you will be able to find out the right frequency profile. One more I strongly recommended to use for a media capturing hardware monitor with the Full HD resolution. Truly, there is no need to have such a high resolution for this monitor, and initially I have 1600 to 900 pixels monitor, but the reason to change it to Full HD is the quality of instrument panels. These borders and taskbars areas are much smaller looking with the Full HD. These are undocked. Prepare Windows and Windows 8 use system settings to display all these white borders and taskbars. They can't be set not to be displayed as it was in Flight Simulator. So if you use a higher resolution, they seems to be smaller. That's quite better looking, and you have seen rather smaller unuseful information at your flight instruments panels. That's great. That is all that I have to describe today. Thank you for watching. Set your likes, subscribe. Bye bye.